Welcome back, guys. Uh, all right. My name is Mario. Welcome back to another interview show. Welcome to Mario's interview show, actually. So, I hope you guys are doing well. We are interviewing Crosscurrent, the band member David. He's just getting his camera ready. There we go.
Yeah, I was
All
sitting in the
right.
sun and I think it actually literally overheated now. But we're
All
good. We're
right.
good. Happy to be here.
No, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. We had quite a busy weekend this last weekend, but yeah, back home working again, trying to do music in between, Yeah, the weather's also pretty brutally hot, so enjoying that as well. Yeah.
The weather is like hot, then cold, hot, and then cold again. So,
Yeah. Similar to Cape Town weather, I tell you that.
uh, let's. So we're gonna get right into the questions.
Yeah, hit
Wh-
me.
which instruments did you play in high school?
So I started off in jazz band and I played bass guitar. But before I played the trombone, and like I have a huge confession, when I played trombone, I never actually played. I was always too scared that I would mess up, so I'd pretend to play. So I sat in band for about a year pretending to play trombone. Um, if my Thank goodness my teacher isn't very tech savvy because he won't ever get to hear this. But yeah, for a year of lessons, I pretended to play the trombone. But bass guitar was like the first instrument I audibly played with a band. Yeah, so that was for my whole high school career. Yeah,
So, and is that the all instruments you played is trombone and bass guitar?
bass guitar, but piano, electric guitar, did some classic guitar as well. But yeah, I mean they're all kind of the same in my head. It's like if you play guitar, you play bass guitar, and then you just tell everyone that.
Mm.
Yeah, that's pretty much the instruments I play. And then I did lots of vocal theater and stuff like that, which was quite cool. If you think like a barbershop quartet at the age of 15 is pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Oh, and that which of the those instruments do you like most to play? Like,
Oh, that's a very difficult question. Because I feel like when I write music, I need to draw on all of those instruments to make the music. But I mean, the guitar is always just like a go-to in terms of writing or composing. It's just something I can pick up and instinctively
mm,
just play and not think too much about, which I think is important. So yeah, guitar, 100%.
guitar. Do you have any hobbies or interests
Oh,
outside the music?
there's my camera
Camera.
again doing its thing.
Alright.
Um, yeah. So hobbies, I love doing leather work. Strange one. I love going fishing. Um, I love woodwork as well. So I'm quite a creative dude. I like to play and build things with my hands. So yeah, most of the time in my free time, I am cutting wood, making loud noise for all the neighbors to complain, and it's not music.
Right.
I'm just gonna see if I get my camera to turn back on quick.
Alright.
Give me 1 sec.
There we go.
Sorry about that.
Alright. So I see as a commenter as well from Tian de Priya. Lack of
Yeah.
music.
Oh, I love it. I love the pun as well. Yeah.
Oh.
Getting used to the puns.
And then, what accomplishments do you see yourself achieving in the next 5 to 10 years?
uh, well, you see, like the thing is, every time I set a goal and then I reach that goal, I kind of feel like it's not enough. So I think it's hard for me to set like a specific goal. But I think if there was a goal to be made, it would be to have my music impact people's lives in a very transformative way. Um, I could say I'd love to tour overseas. I'd love to rub shoulders with some of my icons, but I think once those things happen, it's not quite enough as an artist who wants to have a message go out there. So for me, if I can have a song that is taken by someone and means something to them, I think that is like the goal. And whether that takes like the next year or 10 years, I don't know. So we'll just keep, yeah,
Mm.
we'll have to see. But yeah, I think that's like the big goal. The small goal would be kind of cool to get quite famous, but who doesn't want that?
Mm. Uh, and what strength do you have when you believe to make, well, that you believe make you a great magician?
Well, whoa. I think as a musician, I'm very self-critical, so I would say I probably need more confidence in my own music. But what make me a great musician, I think maybe it's because it's kind of a difficult question to answer because it's very introspective. But maybe it's I think when I write music, I kind of don't really think about what people want to listen to. I kind of think about what I want people to hear and then hope that they enjoy it. I think sometimes as an artist you run into the risk of writing music to sound a certain way, to become a pop hit, or to appeal to the masses or whatever is trending. I think what I try to do is to stay as authentic as possible. And whether that plays off in the long run, I don't know, but I think I'm happy with the music I make at the end of the day because of that. And so I wake up every day pretty happy with myself as a musician. And I think that is really important, is to be super satisfied with your music. Yeah.
And you guys brought out an album recently, or a single. Um,
Yes, yes.
it's a single, right?
It's a single. Yeah, we kind of
Yeah.
just been releasing singles because a full album is a massive commitment, and we kind of want as much exposure per song as possible, and that's our strategy. But yes, we released a single called Hocus Pocus, and it's literally written about my experiences as a musician. I don't know if you're going to ask questions about it, but I'm just going to dive right in there and tell you about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I wrote it in this room actually. This is like my bedroom studio, and recorded it all myself over lockdown. Kind of learnt all the tools of the trade. Still learning. It's like a whole lot of equipment. What I need to buy next. What? Yeah. But I wrote this song, and it was basically about my own self doubt as an artist. And I think the lyrics, and I might be playing it for you guys a little later, but the lyrics basically speak about this guy who has this crippling insecurity about his music, but then decides to just keep on moving forward because he knows that that is what he would want for anyone else that believed in themselves or wanted to be believed in. Yeah. So yeah, that's the song. Yeah.
That's no. um, do you have any weaknesses that you actively working on to improve on in music?
Yeah, I've got plenty of weaknesses. I think just self doubt. Like I said before, um, I think I say no too often, and I think I need to stop saying no because I'm worried what maybe people think. Yeah. So for example, I will write a song and then I'll record it and then I won't release it because I just don't know if it's the right song or if anyone's gonna like it. And what happens if it's not well received? And I think a lot of the time I get kind of tripped up on that whole cycle of self doubt. So yeah, self doubt, absolutely.
And if you would describe yourself in one word, what would that be?
Enthusiastic.
And
Yeah.
then also, uh, um, what is it? What is it about music that makes you feel passionate?
Ooh, you know what? I think music is a very much family thing for me. My dad's into music, my mom's into music, my brother's in the band with me. So, music and family kind of go hand in hand. So, I think that's probably where my passion stems. Is it's just like this feeling of togetherness and comfort when I am performing or writing or whatever.
Right. And then, have you ever participated in a music competition? And did you win anything? Any prizes?
Oh yes, in high school I won a prize for best bassist, and I got like my first. I won a acoustic guitar, and then that's how I learned the guitar from there. And then when we first started out as a band, it was like in matric. We were quite young, and we did this battle of the bands. We won this competition from this at this restaurant, and it had all these promises of music videos and recordings and photo shoots, and then none of those prizes came through, but we did win. We got like this little plastic trophy, but we also had like this raging argument with this dude who basically extorted bands to perform but then not get any prizes for this competition. So yeah, uh, that's also when we had to learn that you can't be too naive in the music industry. There are people out there trying to take advantage. So yeah, mixed feelings about competitions.
And then, describe the process when you write new music.
Oh, okay. So usually I'm going through something emotional, but sometimes not. But most of the time, it's an emotional trigger, and then I start writing a couple words, and then the thesaurus comes out every now and then to help out a bit. But usually it's writing words first, and then I pick up the guitar and kind of put some sort of melody over that, and then my brother comes in and lays some sort of percussion, and then it kind of just develops, and we usually record and develop the song, and then we figure out how we're going to perform it afterwards. Yeah.
And then, have you do you have any new songs coming out like after Hocus Pocus now? And then, like,
Yeah, yeah, we do. We've got a whole lot of music, a lot of music that I've written since I was a little teenager, a lot about love and stuff like that. So I'm like apprehensive to release that because it's quite naive, but also, you know, that's music as well, I think. And so yeah, like we got probably we're gonna drop an album in the next couple of months. That's the goal, but whether conditions allow for it, we'll see. Yeah.
and then, who's your idol musician to collaborate with and why?
So I'm gonna go international on this one and probably quite obscure, but I love listening to the Foals, which are UK rock band. Foals or Think Suave is an Amsterdam indie band as well. But I mean, no, I don't. I'd be very surprised if anyone knows who they are. But definitely huge inspirations to my songwriting, and wow, I would go mental if I got to meet them. Yeah.
And that's international. And you don't have anyone in South Africa as well, or
Oh,
as or
whoa. I mean, Short
most?
Straw is amazing. Love Short Straw. Got to actually play like open for them before as well and met them, and it was just like meeting the characters. I have such a huge amount of respect for the way that they manage their music, but also just like their casual attitude, and they don't take themselves too seriously. So Short Straw would be amazing to collaborate with. Yeah.
Oh. And would you see yourself going overseas, like in the next few years?
Yes, I would love to go overseas, but whether it's an option, we'll see. I hear Japan, Tokyo is really cool. Especially that's where a lot of our listeners come from, not South Africa, you would think. But yeah, Japan and Tokyo, maybe the States, maybe Germany, but it's all up in the air, with COVID and whatnot. Yeah.
Uh, and then, your favorite venue for performing?
It would have to be like a nightclub. That's always a lot of fun. It's been a while since we could do that. We're actually managing to do it again for the first time in a long time. This first Thursday coming up, but yeah, nightclub, kind of where everyone can kind of get on top of one another, and well, I mean legally, um, distance wise, but yeah, like definitely. It's not really about the money in those situations. It's just about the energy of the crowd in that small space, which is really awesome for me.
Mm. And then your favorite? Did I ask you this question of being a magician?
Oh, yeah. Wow. I don't know if I've answered this in my ramblings, but favorite part, working with my brother actually. Like we have such cheers together. We'll have a beer. Oh, there it goes again. We'll have a beer every now and then. And it's also just a way that we stay connected as brothers. And then as a musician, the least favorite part about it, I think, is the social media and networking. I find that is a huge nightmare. Like I hate it so much.
Uh, all right, right, that's good. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, and then what would you do if you make a mistake during a performance?
Oh, I sometimes make up new lyrics to my songs. 100%. Um, does annoy some people when I do that. And then I think sometimes if things start going horribly wrong, and it's usually technical issues, then I kind of always like to just stop and just like start over, because once it starts going bad, it throws you off the rest of the performance, and you kind of want to give people the best thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I would do generally. Otherwise, I'll just fake it.
And then where can people follow you? On social media?
So we are on Instagram, crosscurrent _cc. We are on TikTok under crosscurrent. Like we don't post a lot on TikTok. We're learning. I feel quite old, so when I go on TikTok, I freak out a bit. Facebook crosscurrent cc. Yeah, and then also like it's just amazing to have locals streaming our music. So we're on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. All of those things. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how you reach us.
And then yeah, that's all from my side. Yeah.
Cool. I guess it's the part where I pick up my guitar and I play a little tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Hocus
For sure.
Pocus, and it's never been performed on the acoustic guitar before. So we'll see how that goes.
Right. All right. I'm gonna mute myself and then.
Yep, that's good. Thank you very much for having me. One step forward and 2 steps back. You try to escape a world that keeps on holding you back. And I'm tired of pushing uphill. Don't wanna fight it anymore. Oh, you put it down and pick it up. The back and forth, I'm never giving up. The low that meets the high. Cyclical demise. Oh, if I were to think who I might become, there's a lot who fail and I won't be one. My feet on the ground and my head in the clouds. I won't have it any other way. There's a lot of ground to cover. Can I just take things slower? On the road again, rolling like a ribbon through the summertime, leading me always to that borderline. As we move through familiar places, smoky blue mountains, let those roads unravel you, taking your thoughts and make them something new. As we move through familiar places. for a reason. You're a rock star, they say. You call it living when you can't afford to pay. The simple pleasure in what they say. You're just a fool, you're just throwing it away. You can run, you can hide, you can find a way. Never listen to what they might say. On the road again, rolling like a ribbon through the summertime, leading me always to that borderline. Oh, as we move through familiar places, oh, smoky blue mountains, let those roads unravel you, taking your thoughts and make them something new. Oh, as we move through familiar places. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. That was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the first time it's ever been on an acoustic setting. But yeah, thank you very much for having me on the show, Mario. It is really awesome what you're doing here, and a huge shout out to you. And yeah, I'm sure every other person that comes on here is really grateful for the opportunity to tell their story.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us. And then, hope you have a great day and year further. And
I'm jumping in the pool now.
all right. And then, thank you everyone for watching. This is Mario's interview show. Cheers, and see you guys again. Bye.